Welcome to Academy Answers Podcast, a show dedicated to inspiring and providing actionable advice on life, business, happiness, success, and reaching your full potential. Have you ever felt frustrated that life isn't working out the way you expected? Have you been searching for answers without success? You've come to the right place. Each week, we bring you perspectives, ideas, and actionable content. We share with you proven and time-tested step-by-step strategies to help you live the life you deserve and make your dreams a reality. From health to finances to relationships to business, we provide the insights and strategies you need to reach your full potential. So buckle up and plug in, because Academy Answers Podcast is about to take you to a new level of personal success.
Hey guys, how you doing? Pleasant, good day. Welcome to the Academy Answers Podcast, and this is a podcast where we talk about happiness, success, full potential. We are from the school of thought who believe in freedom. We believe that unless you have the freedom to live life on your own terms, to create the means of your own subsistence, then happiness will continue to elude you, because you will have no time or no option or no power to do what you want to do, to affect the things you want to affect, or to change when you want to change, to act in the ways you want to act. And when you take those basic fundamentals from the human life, you leave nothing but frustration, catching up, bad habits that lead to drugs, lead to stress, lead to gossip, leads to time wasting, all that block of things that robs the human potential and robs the happiness that we are meant to achieve as human beings. We are meant to thrive and not to survive. Somehow, society has managed to put us into a box and subsequently leverage our minds and our physical energy and also our mental energy to get a certain result for whoever have that what, for want of a better term, savviness, I'm struggling for the word here, of mind to realize that they can create something. So what they've done, or what has happened, is a system of conditioning that make one set of people feel inadequate and another set of people who believe that the world is theirs use that inadequate set of people as elements, parts, and tools to get to where they want to get to and to benefit from what they want to benefit from. Because what they call our monkey brain, our nature as human beings, are wired to avoid pain, to be fearful, to be egotistic, and to be lack confidence, to succumb to common impulses, and all those block of things are used as weapons to jolt us, or to subtly shift us and to condition us into the way others who have a clearer picture of who they are as human beings and who appreciate their powers as human beings, that allow them to get the better of us and to do what they want to do, while we are complaining that we can't get to do what we want to do. And it's all a matter of our decision and what we're committed to do and our perspective on life. And that's what we are here to do. We are here to show perspective and to shine light on your potential as a human being, and to show you that all human beings are human beings, and that you are your own hero. You are your own Kobe Bryant. You are your own Michael Jordan, Serena, Robert De Niro, Michael Jackson, the top chefs, the top engineers, I don't know their name. You are your own hero and master and powerful person in your own right. It is for you to unearth your potential, discover it, and spend the time to unearth it. No one gets it overnight. A lot of times you're online now. Once you're interested in business, you will opt into a list, you will click an ad, once you want to start, once you want to scale, once you want to grow, you will be exposed to people who are teaching getting ahead, teaching a certain skill set, teaching a certain business tactics or strategy. Half of the time, or more than half of the time, nothing is wrong with what they're teaching. But the part that is left out, the part that is being overlooked by everybody, is that it's never so much the strategy, it's always the person. So your business doesn't need fixing most times, or you can fix that at the drop of a hat because the strategies are out there. It is you who needs fixing. You don't need to build a business, and you don't need all the tools, and that is not the most important or urgent thing, to get all the tools and the know-how and everything. The most important thing is to fix you, so you know how to adopt yourself into a new human being who get the results that the people who you look up to are getting. So this question today, I'm sorry for rambling on and on with that, but I really have to explain that point. So the question today is, are business people, entrepreneurs, born or are they trained? And very good question. Very, very, very good question. And I've long grappled with that. And in my opinion, this is just purely my opinion, and I'll make the point why I am of this view after a long time thinking about it. I think that the people who make it to a high level of success have something in them. There is a set of things that these people have that the verdict is still out for me whether these things can be taught or whether you were born. We understand and know that genetic code, 1, and socialization, 2, are the 2 most powerful things in our lives. Like how we behave, how we view things, is heavily weighted on our social structures growing up and our genetics. Those are the 2 main things. Now, as I think it was George Bernard Shaw who said that one of the greatest discovery of our times is that a man can alter his life by altering his attitude of mind. And that's a powerful thing, and that's what makes us different from other animals. We can defy our social upbringing. We can defy our genetics in many ways. We can choose. We have the power of judgment and the power of decision to affect or to shift whatever we want to shift in our lives. And unless we believe that, then we just won't make it happen. Because unless you look towards something, unless you make a deliberate push towards anything worthwhile, then you'll never get it. Because the way life is set up, I don't know why, it only delivers to the person who is determined to get that delivered to their doorstep in their lives. Hands down, that's how it works. As far as whether business people, entrepreneurs are born or not, we can go about that topic many different ways, but I'll show you my views, what I think you need to possess, whether that is going to be trained into you or you have it genetically. And the first thing that you have to have as a person, whether it can be trained or it's genetics, you have to have a teachable spirit. Like some people don't care about learning at all. They don't care. They're just looking for something to catch on to, somebody to follow. Other people care about getting the information. Information is the commodity. Education is the commodity. It will come down to the baseline is starting from a point of getting the information about what you are doing, what you want to do, how things work. That's the big deal. Are you willing to do the work? Because education is work. Education is work. Are you willing to do the work to get the education? So, are you gonna learn to be literate and numerate when you're in school, or you pretty much don't want to do anything? You don't care about that. You just want to ride on the whims and fancy of your impulses and gaze it out, and then you become illiterate. You're fixing cars. Somebody teach you the trade. Are you willing to go and read more books? Are you willing to go and read more researches? Are you willing to go and hang with more people who understand more about other different types of car? Are you willing to upgrade your skill? Are you willing to get the information so you can apply it and you can change and grow? Are you willing to do those things? That's the first thing somebody who is an entrepreneur have to have. One of the most important things. The next thing is that you have to have a positive outlook on life and a belief system that says that all human beings can and are deserving of their heart desire. I say that again. You have to believe and you have to accept for yourself that all human beings can and are deserving of achieving their heart's desire. Believing that once God, your creator, whoever you serve, whoever you believe in, once they or that force has put a desire in your heart, it has also given you the abilities to go out there and create the things that will fulfill this desire. So the I can approach, the I am approach is fundamental for any person who want to create something, because that's what entrepreneurs are. Entrepreneurs are people who create something. They solve a problem. They find a solution, a creation, something that is income generating, that serves others, solve a problem and brings revenue. Unless you believe that you are worthy, that you are capable, that you are deserving, you will self-sabotage. Those things, your belief system sets the thermostat on your life. You know how a thermostat works. If a thermostat is in a room is, the thermostat is set at 75 degrees. When the room is at 75 degrees, the thermostat chips out. Good. It doesn't bring the room to 75 degrees. It's responsible for triggering the mechanism, the machine or the piece of equipment, the heating system, the cooling system that is responsible for bringing the room to 75 degrees. They sell thermostats separately. You don't have to get it with your system. But it is the thing that's gonna read the temperature in the room or in the building and dictate to that piece of equipment whether it needs to come back on to bring up the temperature to 75 or go off to bring back down the temperature to 75. And each time the temperature either go above or below, that thermostat kicks in to regulate it. Your belief system will do that. So if you get to $500,000 and you're thinking that, oh my God, well, I am lucky that I have $500,000 and I have this business with 2 locations. This is what I was meant to do. I don't want more. I don't think I could do it like that guy who have 10 locations. If that's your belief system, the sad thing is that even if somebody mentor you into or give you a strategy or help you to get to 10 locations, that won't be the hardest thing to do. The hardest thing to do would be to adjust your belief system to that 10 location belief system. So your belief system, what you think about yourself, what you think about human beings, what you think about the world, set the thermostat on what you're able to manifest in your life. So Entrepreneurs, business people must have a belief system that dictates that all things are possible for human beings, and human beings are deserving of all things. Straight off the bat, up front. The next thing is that you must possess a burning desire and a magnificent obsession, Jim Rohn called it, to want to succeed, to want to do the thing. Because as Steve Jobs says, that your work is going to fill a great portion of your life. And unless you're doing what you love, nothing can bring you that internal motivation. Nothing else can bring you that internal motivation to push through. All people will not be able to do it, because some people just don't possess that motivation. And on that front, you want to think that maybe these people are born. Maybe something in this person from his genetics that make him want to push through. Or maybe because he was socialized that way, he's always putting through, because he's conditioned into just doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. From that angle, you can say, wow, you pretty much either possess this or you don't possess it. There's so many people who respect me, who look up to me, who I have a good relationship with, who I am at pains, who get out here into entrepreneurship, and I cannot explain to them. I simply cannot emphasize enough or get them to understand the things that they need to put in place. There is a laundry list of entrepreneurs, of business people who are out here winging it. Meaning they are doing their own thing. They don't do what work. The guys who are winning, for example, online, guys who are winning online, doing making a lot of money online in online businesses, all of them understand that they need a funnel. Funnel came out, this whole funnel concept, I won't go into what it is now. It's a selling system whereby they expose a product or a concept to a target market. Target market likes it, whether they download something or they take the discount. And offline businesses do it too. They get your contact and then they sell you stuff. So you go to Target and the person say you can get 10% off. Do you have a Target card? No. You get 15% off if you take this Target card. Or you now get a 20% off in store, but you have to leave your phone number or put your email address here. He says, okay, I'll take 15%. You can take my email address. Tomorrow morning when you open your email, Target say, hey, come look, we have the biggest spring sale on X, Y, and Z. That's a funnel. Once they get your number, they contact you for life until you unsubscribe. The people I was saying in the online business space who are doing this, or even in the offline business space who are doing this, all of them are doing it. Why? Because they know what works and they're applying it. Funnels work, they're doing it. Companies and businesses who are advertising realize that 60% of the content that people are consuming these days are video form. Everybody's doing video formats. There are entrepreneurs who are in their own ways, people are wannabe entrepreneurs who are trying to do business, who say, well, I don't like videos, I don't want to do videos, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to go online. And they do that, and they leave their businesses to suffer and die after a couple of years, because everybody's online. What do I mean by every business is online? Because if you're not online, they're going to search for those who don't walk by and see your space are going to search for the product online, and they're going to compare you, and they say, oh, I walked into the place on Jamaica Avenue and I bought it for $10, and somebody says it's on Amazon for $5, and it's a better quality too. What's going to make them come to you? And you can come tomorrow morning. They're not going to continue to come to you. In these times of global pandemic, they can't come to you. Your business is closed. There are the people business open online. They sell. They still get business. So you have people who are entrepreneurs who don't want to adopt. And that brings me to my next point. If you are a business person, you must learn to adopt. And I'll do this as a last point. I think I'll do a second part of this podcast about whether business people are born or they trained. Listen, I think it was Charles Darwin who said that it is not the most intelligent or the strongest of the species that will survive, but the one most adaptable to change. You must change or you die. This is, everything changes. You from the minute you were born, things are changing in your body, in your life, in your home, in the environment, in the macro, in the just changing in the world. Things are always changing. You can either decide that you're going to do something to improve your life, to keep up with these changes, or you're just going to say, oh, I'm not going to change, and leave yourself standing there. That's it. That's it. You will understand that I will need to work and learn and find a way to adapt and shift, or I will just die. That's it. I'll just fold. It won't work for me. I'll fail miserably. It will blow up. People who are stuck in their ways will not win. You must be adaptable to change. So there you go. I'm telling you in this episode what business people need, and then we're going to decide. The verdict is still out on whether you can train these things or whether these things are genetics. First thing, you got to know, you got to have a teachable spirit. That's the first one I talk about. Next top thing I talk about was desire. You have to have a burning desire to succeed. Other thing I talk about is that you have to be adaptable to change. You have to be willing to change, to adjust yourself, to do what is necessary when it's necessary. Okay, guys, we'll continue on this topic. Thank you so much for listening in. Thank you for joining in. This has been the Academy Answers podcast. Follow me on YouTube, find me on Facebook, reach out to me, tell me I'm stupid, tell me you got value, whatever you need to say. Engage with me. Let me know you're out there. Thanks so much.